I'm Brittany Johnson, and this is Looking Back, where we look back at what happened in East Idaho this week in history. Let's go back to 1916. A woman was badly burned at her home after throwing kerosene into her stove. Newspapers.com has the story on Mrs. Sundquist of Firth. She threw the kerosene into her stove and it exploded. Burning oil landed on her face, her neck, and her hands. The skin on her lower limbs was also scorched. When the flames caught her, she ran out of the house screaming for help and threw herself into the snow. Neighbors came rushing over and they helped her smother the flames off her clothing. The neighbors then got medical help. After the accident, the paper said that she was resting as easy as could be expected. Moving ahead to 1940, a mother and her daughter were in the hospital at the same time having their babies. This crazy story involved Mrs. A.E. Rose, she was 43, a resident of Humphrey, Idaho, and her daughter, Mrs. Ralph Stosich, who was 22, of Idaho Falls. Rose gave birth to her 10th child, a boy, on November 29, 1940. Earlier that week, Stosich gave birth to her first child, also a boy. The article said that this strange case found both mothers in the same room, number 409, at the Idaho Falls LDS Hospital. Now jumping to 1977, a search was underway for two Idaho Falls men believed to be missing on Mount Bora. Guy Campbell, he was 21, and Vaughn Howard was 22. They'd been missing since November 26th. Howard was working for an Idaho Falls rental store, and Campbell, Howard's brother-in-law, was an employee of the city of Idaho Falls at the time that they disappeared. A Custer County deputy said that about 50 people, including expert mountain climbers, were lifted to upper reaches of the 12,662-foot peak by helicopter. They were then dropped off in 2-, 3-, and 4-man teams. One of the teams confirmed that the men had not signed the log on top of the state's highest peak. The men's base camp was sniffed out by a bloodhound from the Bonneville County Search and Rescue Unit. A tent, sleeping bags, and backpack were found in the camp, which was about 8,000 feet up the mountain. Bonneville County Sheriff Blaine Skinner, he said the dog followed their trail about a half-mile from the camp, but lost the scent when the snow got deeper. He said the scent was probably 4 days old. An airplane took infrared photos of the mountain's higher reaches in hopes of discovering indications of body heat, but the photos revealed nothing. Thanks for watching this week's Looking Back, made possible by newspapers.com. We'll see you next time.